This episode is brought to you by B&B Home Decor and Gifts.
Welcome to Standing Reservations, where nothing is off the table. I'm Becky.
And I'm Brad, and we're going to take you on a journey of grief. We lost the loves of our lives, and yet we're still standing with the grief, and we have reservations on how we continue. And we want you all to be on this journey with us, and maybe we can help each other.
Yeah.
But then we also have another third co-host, which is this Artisan restaurant here in Elkhart, Indiana, our beautiful host. And of course, we always have to have a cocktail. Now, as a little disclaimer, a cocktail could be anything you want. So whatever your cocktail of choice, soda, coffee, tea, water, but make sure it's in a pretty glass, something that makes you smile. So I love my cocktail because it's an absolute citron, it's light, it's refreshing, lemon and lime, and it always tastes great. But you've got something different today.
I do, because I am not somebody that has to have the same thing every single time.
It's true.
And
In order.
I decided I wanted a lemon drop because you've got something citrusy.
Right, so they're very
so
complementary.
I wanted a lemon drop. They are.
They absolutely go together.
The one thing that I'm sweeter than yours
Are
because
you?
I've got the sugar
You're
rim.
a sugar rim.
It is so.
Isn't that your stripper name, Sugar
Jeez.
Rim?
Dear Lord. I'm going to take a drink.
I could have sworn I saw you on a marquee or a billboard, but
I have told you you need to get your eyes checked because things are not right with you. And now I'm thinking more than your eyes.
check out the
need
toll
to be
road.
checked.
Just look for the Sugar Rim
I'm
billboard.
just
I'm just saying. She looks a lot. They look a lot alike. It's a compliment.
I don't even know where to go from here. This isn't on the script.
It's not.
No.
Okay, so besides,
isn't.
okay, that lemon drop, and I'll
My
have to
lemon
try it
drop
because
is
it looks
delicious.
beautiful. Normally we bicker a little bit, but I love mine, and I think I would love that too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Should we trade? Just for a second. I
Just
dare
for
you.
a second.
Do you guys dare us
Oh, my
to
word.
try? Because I know I'll
All
like
right.
this. I'm not sure if you're gonna like that.
Oh, I do like that.
Okay, this is lovely.
I
so
do like that, but I want mine back.
okay, when you come to Artisan, you can get the
Yeah.
lemon drop, or you can get the B&B, which is very
Yes,
similar.
you can. The B&B is not the same thing,
No,
but
but it's similar.
because it sparkles, you make the
Right.
B&B sparkle.
I don't I though.
You can get a B&B uppercase that's a glass like this.
Yes.
Or you can get just a little, it is so cute,
It's
a
adorable.
little B&B lowercase.
Yes, the small B is
That-
like 3 ounces, and what? And
Yes.
it's your Grey Goose
Grey Goose and limoncello and
and Bubbles. So
Bubbles.
it's the blend of both of our choices, our favorite choices. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's so we
But
get.
I know, I'm
that's
sorry,
okay.
I
No,
got
you're fine,
lipstick
you're
on your
fine.
glass.
I just more for the camera.
I kind of feel like we should move on. And something
We're moving.
that we are,
Moving
something
on up to
that
the east side. What?
people have asked about, and I think we need to address and explain, because you and I love Artisan.
Mm-hmm.
We have a history here.
We do.
And
Go to episodes 1 and 2
Yeah.
for the full history.
for the full history, but and we have a presence here now.
Yeah.
Every week you are here on Saturday.
Every Saturday for 11 years.
I have been here. I am here on Saturday a lot.
Yeah.
Unless you have somebody else you would rather be with than me, which happens once in a while, or if I have something that I have to do.
Right.
Otherwise, I am here with you on Saturdays.
And but you're here sometimes during the week, so
I am
when
here
I'm not
during the
here,
week
so
when you're
yes.
not here.
Right.
That's right. So, but you have every Saturday, you post pictures of a shoe shot
Mhm.
And a Miss Piper and you shoe shot. It's a paw and shoe shot.
Shoe shot, yes.
There are several things that you do every week, and one is a picture of you with a plaque that's on the wall here at Artisan. And people have asked, what about that plaque?
Right.
And I'd like to talk about that. What is the plaque?
Well, it's made out of wood with
Okay.
a metal front on it, and it's very pretty.
And I would say you are in a mood today like you haven't been
No,
before.
'cause you already got me crying, and
Yeah.
All right, so
What does the plaque say?
The plaque says, "In loving memory, Jonathan Tuff," and in parentheses, the Garber Boys. And that was our previous business, and I talked about this on a previous episode. We were coined the Garber Boys by a magazine editor, Susan Dickinson from Home Accents Today, back in 2014. And so that was at the time, our business and our catchphrase. And there are a lot of things in the works. That's a whole nother conversation. But so Jonathan's exit started on a Saturday night, March 20th in 2021. And then continued. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, we have a very, at least me, sarcastic, dark sense of humor. That's how we get through life, through this grief. And we want to hear your responses to this, whether you like it or if you don't. But
no, I just want to hear if you like it. I don't want to hear if you don't.
But for me, this is how I survive. Not even get through, it's survive. So when I got to experience, and that is a positive thing, 8 days in ICU.
But what you are saying is it started here.
We were at dinner, and his exit from this world started. But then he was an overachiever. And there are a lot of details. If you want the real details, message me. I'll tell you everything because I'm an open book. But for the story, an
ambulance took him away from here.
Yes. And then our wonderful friends at EGH, Elkhart General Hospital, did amazing. The doctors, the nurses, shout out to all nurses. Where my camera is, 2 shots, 1 shot. Nurses everywhere, and the doctors, but nurses, the orderlies, the Quincy, who did EKGs on his, see what the brain waves were. Again, I don't know, I'm not sure how much I should go into, but a shout out to every healthcare worker, no matter what position. I don't care if they're mopping the floors. Say, if you're in a situation, acknowledge them, look at them in the eye, say thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, because they are a part of your person's journey. So anyways, the management team at the time, because they loved him probably more than me, which my own family does, so it's fine. For that week, he was in ICU. We didn't know what was happening. Wouldn't let anyone sit there.
When you say wouldn't let anyone sit there,
And
you're saying...
when you come to Artisan, please make a reservation. Come to Artisan, or just walk in. But so come to Artisan in Elkhart, Indiana. But at the end of the bar was Jonathan's seat. The second one was mine. And so when this happened, they blocked off that seat with a beautiful bouquet of flowers. And even though I told them, I'm like, this is a business. You need to fill seats. They're like, absolutely not. His seat and your seat are blocked off until further notice. So in this time, so I got 8 days with him until we realized things weren't going to change. And through his body was fine, his heart and things were functioning, but his brain waves were not. So because he kept crashing cardiac arrest, and like I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to go into this, but
Was he on life support?
yeah,
So on his own, he could not live.
no. And I had the wonderful experience of making the decision. And it's funny because I think I'm hysterical. I make the jokes all the time. Oh, I'll pull the plug because I have to charge my cell phone. But
It was
I
different.
I did. I had to make the decision because after 3, they knew after 1/2, they did the third one to appease me that there was no brain waves.
There was no hope.
He wasn't getting his miracle. Elk Grove General Hospital let me bring Piper in.
Your dog.
Yeah. Our child, our fur baby, to say goodbye. At this point, friends and family could come see him. I never knew of this thing called an honor walk because I am a little bit of a control freak. Hard to believe. I wanted to be in the OR with him to literally the last second. And mostly I said that thinking they'd say no. I don't know if that's allowed. And they're like, if you're okay with that. And I'm like, trust me, I will be. And I made them laugh in the OR.
Of course you did.
He's an organ donor.
Of course you
I'm
did.
trying to speed the story up. He was an organ donor. So they're ready to slice and dice. And what, too much? Sorry.
Too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're ready to harvest. That's the technical term.
That is.
Whatever. And I had Nurse Heather next to me, and there's some really funny jokes. Probably too inappropriate to say, but I had the privilege, and this sounds weird, I know. So hopefully you guys are on this journey with us, to be there through his last breath. So, because we were legally married here at Artisan. We've been together since 2000. We were legally married here in 2016 on our 16th anniversary because I'm a numbers freak. So I had to be the same day. And I got to experience the wedding vows of till death do you part. And so in all this, the team here at Artisan, back to your question,
Yes.
they wanted to do something for him, us, and they came up with the idea of the plaque. And at first I'm like, that's sweet. No. They're like, yeah, you don't have a say in this. We're doing it. So that's a shout out to Artisan, the management team at the time, Navarre Hospitality in general, to do this for one person.
Yeah.
And so this plaque is on the wall. So when I take my Saturday selfie with my Jonathan, yeah, it's...
Kent and I sat with you several times at the bar.
There was no plaque then because he was alive.
Right?
They both were.
But
it would have been weird.
He always sat where you sit now.
Right.
And I sit where you sat.
Yeah. So I slid into his spot because he could see everything and he could hear everything. Jonathan was a big eavesdropper. He was the quiet one, but he was an eavesdropper. He knows so much about everyone, but because he wasn't talking, everyone thought, oh, he's not paying attention. So, yeah, so I slid into his spot, and then my guests, whether it be you or any of the angels and friends and family that I have joined me, will sit in what was my spot.
And I know we have other things to talk about, but something else that I loved about you and Jonathan being here, if we were here when you were here,
Okay.
everyone had to have their picture taken where?
All right. So here at Artisan, in the ladies' restroom, the lighting is amazing. There's a full-length mirror. So this started years ago.
Yes, years ago.
Maybe toward the end of the evening, it wasn't quite so busy. And then Nicole Gripe, if you're watching, she may have joined us for a photo. And this doesn't sound creepy, but in the men's room.
Oh,
Because the men's room has good lighting
never
too.
got to do
Wait,
that.
but it's not the full length mirror. It's good lighting. But anyway, so she took some like awesome like fashion Vogue editorial photos, and then all of a sudden she's like, well, the ladies' room has a full length mirror. So that started a thing. I mean, many guests, and we always ask permission, and we always checked it first, so not to impose on anyone, but it became a thing where it was like staff members, guests, friends. I look back at pictures, I'm like, I don't know half the people in them.
We had friends that came to visit from New Orleans.
Yes.
And
they
went in there. And this man that was our friend was like, I'm not going into the ladies' room and have my picture taken, but he did.
Right. And they don't realize they're awesome pictures, and they're funny, and they're laughing, and they're silly. And it's a moment. So as we've continued with our life, and I only missed 2 weeks here at Artisan.
Yes.
And then I was right back, and I pushed forward. No more
pictures in the ladies' room.
Which, ironic, wasn't like his idea.
No.
Well, first of all, they're too busy, so we really can't. So it's a logistic thing. But it's but that was a fond memory of. I guess that's more the two of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to experience it
many times. I have lots of pictures.
Right. Okay. So I'm crying. So. Now the tables are turned. So tell me a special story, because your boy, first of all, he went through a lot.
He did. And
but always, I'm going to interrupt for a second, always had a smile on his face.
Oh.
No matter what his situation was, knew who he was talking to. The amount of respect and dignity that he kept for himself and others, and I would watch, because I'm also an eavesdropper, the two of you interacting when you didn't know anyone was watching was beautiful.
Thanks for that.
Right. Now tell us your story.
The Artisan Bar was extremely special to all of us.
Yeah.
Because Kent was a home chef.
Yes.
I mean, he did classes with Jacques Ferrat's chef. I mean, he loved cooking.
Yeah.
And he loved sitting here at the bar where he could watch the kitchen.
If you're not going to see, that's the live kitchen. There's no swearing, there's no arguing. It's a show.
But you get to watch.
So that, this was
right.
You and Ken said it right in the middle.
Exactly.
We're in the end, but they're in the middle.
So the fact that Jonathan was an organ donor, Kent was a receiver in 2005. Let's move up to 2020 COVID.
Okay.
Kent had cellulitis in his right leg and had a bit of a fever. We went, long story short, he was taken by ambulance to the hospital because of that. But it was early in May, and you had to test negative for COVID before you could be treated for anything other than COVID. I believe that history is going to say we did not do well in the early stages of COVID because he laid for 3 days in the hospital without being treated for the infection. And by the time the test came back that he didn't have COVID, he was septic and his organs were shutting down. And ended up, he lost his right leg. He lost his vision because it hit his optic nerves. And he wasn't the same after that. He became disabled, was in a wheelchair. He did say, we have a choice. We can live like I'm disabled, or we can find things to be happy about every day. And we chose to be happy every day.
He was an amazing man, and I witnessed so much of that.
And so Kent had this sense of humor that not everyone appreciated, but I did.
And I did, because it's why the four of us got along so well.
Exactly.
Yes.
He, for a while, before this, he did walk with a walking stick, a cane.
Right. Very dignified.
And he had to name everything. Right. So he named his walking stick Eileen because he leaned on it. Yeah.
Eileen.
Yeah.
Nice.
For a little bit, he had a walker, and he named it Texas Ranger. For Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah. They had a prosthetic for him, though they expected him to die. So they didn't do an amputation that a prosthetic would work for, but he really worked hard to make that work. And he called it Peg for his peg leg. Wasn't
that his Halloween costume that year?
Oh, his Halloween costume.
Because he had the real peg leg?
No, it wasn't a pirate.
That made a good one, though.
He got an apron and all this stuff from IHOP.
Okay, I was being funny, but she's being serious right now.
I'm being serious.
Yes. It's just as funny. IHOP.
Our vehicle was fabulous.
Huge.
But it was huge, and it was made at a Hummer plant in North Carolina. I think North Carolina. And
Hummer?
It was black, and it looked like a thing from like a London taxi that they had blown up.
Right.
It was huge.
It's like a toaster.
And it looked like a toaster, so he named that the Big Black Toaster. Artisan would always make a place for us to park.
Yeah.
When they knew we were coming in, they would, before we would get here, we would have to come through the door here at the bar, and they would move people away from the bar so we could get through with his wheelchair. So he was able to get this power chair after he'd been in just a manual chair for a long time. Right. He was able to get this power chair that was unbelievable.
I never knew this existed. When you showed up with this, I'm like, this is out of a sci-fi movie.
It looked like something from Star Wars.
Yeah, seriously.
It would go up and down. It would lay flat. It did everything. I'm so sorry. He named it Ted.
She's going to tell it.
I am going to tell it.
I'm the sweet one. She's the sour one.
For Ted Bundy, because Ted Bundy got an electric chair too. Sorry. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, so as soon as he got his chair, the first thing he said to me was, we're going to Artisan, because he knew he could move that chair up and sit at the bar.
So I'm going to tell a little backstory, because he loved the bar, or being where we're filming now up on the platform. I love, if I'm not at the bar, I like 118.
I like 121.
121. So, and so because of the wheelchair situation, you were in the front dining room, which is lovely.
Yes.
It's just not where we choose to sit.
Right.
And so when you're forced to sit somewhere or do something, no matter what it is, you don't like it. So even though it's lovely in the dining room, we've done many parties in the dining room. He had to be there.
He had to be there, but he wanted to watch the kitchen.
Right. So suddenly,
and so all of a sudden he got Ted. Sorry. And the first thing he said was, "We're going to Artisan."
Yeah.
And they knew we were coming. They moved out the bar stool, so it made room for Ted. And there were even staff that came in that weren't working that night that came in
I remember.
so they could be there
To
for us.
witness.
So Artisan has meant the world to our husbands,
Right.
and they've been there for us ever since.
And here's the even more special part. Again, most people are like, a restaurant's a restaurant, a business is a business. No, that's wrong, because the current team, except for Chef Ryan,
And Chris.
and Chris,
Mm-hmm.
who the current team we love, they're amazing. You need to all need to experience them. They didn't know Kent or Jonathan.
Mm-mm.
The previous team, I mean, you know, in hospitality, there's always turnover, yet everyone reacts to us and wants to hear about them and misses the fact that they never got to meet them, or they feel like they know them, maybe because we have such compassion and when we tell our stories, because in our minds both I say boys, both men are alive, you know.
Well, I love hearing, I wish I could have met him.
Yeah, because you know they would have loved him, and he would have, both he's would have loved them, because wherever you are, whatever, I don't care if it's a diner, it get to know your people.
Mm-hmm.
Find your spot, find your artisan, find your location, your local business, independent business. Ask how their day is and learn their name, and
We work
like,
at that.
yeah. But it goes back to, it's like compassion and love goes both ways. So if you want to receive it, and going back to why we're doing this, yes, this is sort of therapy for us, but we want to reach out to you guys, for those maybe who don't have a community, friends, family, yes, but we have a community, and we know we are fortunate and blessed with that, and it happens daily.
It does.
Because I'm 5+ years, you're 3+ years, and the fact that this can still happen, and we want you to know you're not alone. I think whether it's grief as in loss, grief as in a spouse, a pet. Again, I'm a dog dad. Don't even bring up the day when it might go. But then loss of a friendship, loss of your favorite earrings, an heirloom piece. Even things can cause grief, or a moment can cause grief. Acknowledge it, express it, feel free to talk about it, and find your place, your people who care about it.
And for us, but especially for you, with the plaque on the wall, there will always be a place for Jonathan here. And I think you and I have kept Jonathan and Kent alive, and a big part of our lives still. And also, I love that people who have never met them think so much of them.
Yeah. I love when I get pictures of other nights of the week, not Saturday, 'cause that's my seat. Other nights of the week, we'll take a selfie or a picture and send it to me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, look where we are.
Yeah.
We're in your chair.
Yeah.
And again, it's going to get me crying. My chair was his chair. But only on Saturdays, and
yeah, but now I have to sit in your chair.
Well, that's not a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not bad, but at least I don't have to drink what you're drinking. I get to drink what I'm drinking.
Which is random.
I know,
I'm
but
absolutely on a schedule with my drinks, but
I
yours
am
is
saying that this is your number 2 drink every
right.
Saturday
Yes.
night. And I sometimes switch it
Oh, you
up.
switch it up.
I switch it up. I like a lemon drop.
Right, which is great. I love a
I
lemon
know.
drop. It's
yeah.
tart, like it's sweet and tart, but which one's which?
Cheers. Which one do you think is which?
Oh, I know which one's which.
Which I wonder sometimes, really. I think
Or
if
maybe
we
we're
ask
both.
people who's sweet and who's tart. Oh, yeah, we are.
I think we're both.
We're both.
think
We're
we're
so
both.
both.
Right,
Yeah. Oh,
I
I've got to
know.
take a sip
Right.
because you say I'm going to be pregnant if I don't.
Is it my baby?
Please tell me that is not in this
They call me daddy.
episode.
Cheers. And cut. When they can't even breathe, I'm like, and cut.
That was horrible.
14-year-old on her phone. Right.
I
She's
am looking
doing
at
a TikTok.
my talking points.
on the TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Nice. It's menthol. It's like a mint.
Come give Grandma a kiss.
Right.
That was real good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That was very authentic. Someone relived a
I
childhood
come from a family of
experience.
smokers.
Wow.
Anyway, oh, so sorry. I'm so
No.
now I gotta get it together. All right. Okay. Because this isn't gonna be funny.
It's hysterical.
Okay. All right. I'm good.